is giving you trouble underneath, so you can't quite visualise the armbar coming, you can't see the mount take because he's checking everything. So because of this pressure, I can't really feel like I can hold him down. So I'm going to change my structure to almost a modified scarf hold, okay? Normally the scarf hold is usually done with the head wrap, but the modified version is to maintain the underhook, okay? So Luke's being really clever in keeping this right elbow in, because if he keeps the elbow there and I step over the head, then I have a very nice arm lock that's available. So I'm not going to really go over that too much. Keeping his arms in, he may very well start looking to check this bicep. Okay, so now I've sat in a different position. Now as I step over, the really key thing is that I make him really uncomfortable, which is the principle beyond every technique really. So as I lean over this direction, because sometimes some people are quite struggling with flexibility, I'm going to change my angle and bring this towards the head. Now again, for just a few advancements on the technique, I don't want to put this snug into where the neck meets the shoulder. I want to bring, so give me like a strong neck there please, Luke. I'm going to bring this just above the ear. So then when I bring it in, this happens. Okay? So it gives me a nice strong structure again. And I lean over and press over. I don't go into the snug of the neck, I go to the top of the head. Doesn't particularly like that, so what does he do to push that off? He pushes, I go armpit to armpit and grab hold of the lat with that one hand. Don't need to squeeze. This is key. So once I grab hold of this hand, what I don't want you to do is to stay along this angle and thinking you can squeeze. Because again, some fellas with massive shoulders like Luke, you can get a tap from this position, but to definitely get against everybody, once I've established this, I'm going to drop my weight to the side. Okay? Even if, say for example, he stops the mount take, brings that foot up, put the foot on the leg for me, Luke. So put your foot on there. It's very easy to still step and be able to work for different attacks based on the fact that I'm not sat here. Because obviously, as you can see there, that mount take isn't as easy. So from keeping this pressure and running that side on and putting a lot of pressure on his arm, you can find yourself taking mount. So other things that we can do before we actually hit the main submission for the technique is that once I have managed to sit here, he starts to push along the throat or the tricep, step this over and make this very uncomfortable for him. He pushes the leg off, I go armpit to armpit and come along this side. Now there's a couple of things he can do with his legs. He can bring this leg up, by which means I can bring this over and start putting chest pressure on the leg. Again, some people will tap, some people won't. But it's making it very awkward and very difficult and sucking the life out of him. You can also bring this knee up, which this comes over, and you can also tie up, or you can pick up and drag this way and start holding this position, trying to escape there, Luke. The key is I've got the pressure on the armpit, so these punches can come in for riding positions. But the main objective of today's tutorial is that I'm going to find the dark stroke from it. So I've created pressure on the throat or on the body. He puts it on my throat, I don't particularly like it. So I sit through, he starts framing on me again, so I can't maybe control his head with my arms, so he starts pushing on the bicep, and I can't quite get it. So I use the leg into play. I drag this, he doesn't particularly like that. So I go behind and I put pressure on, and this hand comes here. Now, to get the dash stroke, I don't want him flat. So I start to walk backwards and it encourages him getting to his knees. Keep the head up and punch this through. Almost like you're trying to get your remote from under the sofa. Reach right through. Grind up through. Now, depending on the size of your opponent, the grips vary. Skinny guy, go here. Quite chunky fella, go here. And if you're like Ian Bromley, my old catch wrestling coach, he likes to finish it from this position. As you can see, if Luke taps, it comes off, okay? So there's three varied positions. Here, make sure the elbow's pulled in and the weight's distributed any way that you can. I'm a big fan of this because it gives both purchases. And good old Ian Bromley loves this version. Okay, so one more time from this position. Okay, I'll show you again from two more angles. This angle.